Hello and welcome here to the first race of the PWRL STP Cup Series, round 1 at Daytona. Starting on the pole for today's race is Dougie Shears in the number 88 DuPont Chevrolet, and starting to his outside is the top female qualifier, Jessica Lawrence in the McDonald Chevrolet. It's been a long wait for this series to get going, but we're finally going to get going. 37 cars are going to take on the track here today for 30 laps of racing. Who will be the STP 500 champion? So, we're gonna be back with your starting lineup, and then we'll get you to the green flag. Here we go. Coming through the final turns, Dougie Shears and Jessica Lawrence are going to get us started here for Season 1. Jeffrey Finguy, Noah Hart in row number 2. Richard Johnson and Daniel Rains in row number 3. And Max Skinner and Aaron Mason in row number 4. So here we go. The pace car will head in. Will we see the big one early, or will we see it coming down to the checkered flag? Who will be the first ever STP 500 champion? As the green flag is waving, Dougie Shears leads him down. Already people making their moves. Aaron Mason swapping lanes already. Still, Jeffrey Finguy got bumped from the 93. Now they're 4 wide. Daniel Rains will back out of it, but now they're 3 wide. The 43 and the 93 got together coming down the front straightaway, nearly wrecked each other. Now Richard Johnson will take third, as the 88 and the 1 has left this entire pack. As look at this pack, as everybody's racing like it's the last lap, only on the first lap. This is how race is going to be for 30 laps straight. Jeez. Aaron Mason. There goes Seth Cole and Sean Galligan around, and there's a big pile up in the back. They all saved it. They all saved it. Is the caution flag out as Jessica Lawrence leads him back? Yes, it is. As Jessica Lawrence will lead him back down under the caution flag. As Andreas Allen looks like goes involved. Luke Martin, Catherine Young. Some cars got some damage, but it seems like most of them saved it. So we saw Sean Galligan and 52 of Seth Cole get together and almost spin. As let's see a replay of that first incident. Okay, here's what happened. We're going down the back straightaway. Look at all the cars. Like, they're really close to each other, and they're bumping. And then the 52 goes to the high side. The 44 goes low. And, Seth Cole tried to come down to block Sean Galligan. They got together. Andreas Allen and the 94 Tim Field got together. And then there goes Sean Galligan back up into the 71 of Eugene DeMax. And then the 98 got together with everybody else, and Andreas Allen, he spun out. But they all kept it going, surprisingly, as Bruce Viviani is going through the grass. So the first caution is out on lap number 1. We'll bring you back for the green flag. Here we are. Cars made pit stops. 3 cars have retired from the race, and that is the 98. And that is the 60 of Chet Tauger. 72 is Zach Goldbeck, and the 00 of Michael Skinner. So Jessica Lawrence is going to lead him down to the green flag. Richard Johnson 2nd, Max Skinner 3rd, Mason Wood 4th, Callum Wales 5th, Dylan Schwallenberg 6th, Kyle Sinoski will be 7th, Tim Fiegel will be 8th, Noah Hart 9th, and Daniel Rains will lead round up your top 10. Aaron Mason 11th, Dougie Shears 12th, Brandon Bain 13th, Jeffrey Finguy 14th, Cameron Gilson is your top 15. So here we go. Pace car is going to head in. Jessica Lawrence, the outside pole sitter, trying to win the first ever STP 500 here in the STP Cup Series. As the pace car goes down pit road. The green flag is back out. Jessica Lawrence leads them back. We're underway. Max Skinner, he'll try to look to the high side of Richard Johnson, but won't be able to do it, as cars are already making their moves. 2 wide, going double file. 3 wide back here. Cameron Gilson's in the middle. Seth Cole's driving him up the track. And look at this pack of cars. This is all battling for the back. Oh, Seth Cole, the 46 make contact, and oh, did William Duncan saved it. That all happened in front of us, but William Duncan's going to lose a lot of momentum. That's not good for him as well. Look at this pack of cars. Oh, the 43 and the 88 are getting squirrely. Kyle Sanowski and Brandon Bain trying to work together in the middle. As look at the pack of cars that have pulled away, single file. Oh, and there's a wreck in the back. Coming off of turn number 4, there's a wreck. Peter Saviano looks to be involved. Catherine Young, Sean Galligan, and Cameron Gilson probably got a piece of it. Adam Skinner going down pit road. Another wreck here today at Daytona. It seems like they just can't stop wrecking. They're under the caution for the second time today. Let's see what happened. Okay, here's what happened. They're heading down in turn number 3. Aaron Mason blocking all 3 lanes. He's trying to go down to the inside line. Won't be able to have enough time because the 46 of Cameron Gilson had a full head of steam. And are they going to make contact? Yeah, they are. They're both going to make contact. Aaron Mason gets sent down below. Catherine Young almost gets turned by Luke Martin. 46 comes right up into Carter Keselowski. And then Aaron Mason will make contact with the 46. Those two cars collide, and then Peter Saviano and Sean Galligan get a piece of it. Charles Sanford nowhere to go. He gets sandwiched up against the wall. As really three main cars were involved in this. Cameron Gilson, Peter Saviano, and Sean Galligan. So we are under the caution for the second time today. We'll be right back for the green flag. Welcome back here. We're going to get restarting back on lap 11 out of 30. Cars have retired from the race. Cameron Gilson, Peter Saviano, and Sean Galligan. So we had some pit stops. Callum Wales, Daniel Raines stayed out. Jessica Lawrence first to go down pit road will restart 3rd. Dougie Shears 4th. Max Skinner's the top 5. Mason Woods 6th. Jeffrey Finguy 7th. Connor Breton 8th. Noah Hart 9th. And Seth Cole rounds up your top 10. Richard Johnson will restart in 11th. Eugene DeMax in 12th. Adam Skinner in 13th. Brandon Bain in 14th. Hayden Klein 15th. Luke Martin 16th. John McNarma 17th. Dylan Schwallenberg 18th. Ralph Mason 19th. Eric Burton 20th. Andreas Allen 21st. Dylan Young 22nd. William Duncan 23rd. Catherine Young 24th. Tim Fiegel 25th. Kyle Sanowski 26th. Deion Scott 27th. Carter Keselowski 28th. Charles Sanford 29th. Aaron Mason 30th. And Bruce Vignani is your last car on running, as Callum Wales will lead him back down to the green flag. 2 Fords are going to get us going, as Callum Wales got a great jump. Daniel Raines did not. Jessica Lawrence trying to look to the outside. That's not a smart move. But I don't think you would want to be Callum Wales getting out to a big lead, because people are going to start hooking up into tandems and run you down. As seems what Daniel Raines and the Jessica Lawrence are doing right now, as they are bumper to bumper trying to run down that 16 cars. Oh, Jeffrey Finguy forcing the issue right there. As right here, this is where everybody starts to catch up and going to start forming this pack here. Might wreck 4 wide. Noah Hart going in the middle. Mason Wood trying to get the run on the outside. He will get it. As oh, this is going to be crazy. Seth Cole trying to find a lane where to go. So far, they're making it. Brandon Bain might get turned there by Luke Martin. They saved it. Oh, the 16 and the 62 have to go down pit road. Brandon Bain's going to got held up from the 62 going down pit road, as we made our first green flag lap. And Max Skinner is your leader in the number 3 Pepsi Ford. Jeffrey Finguy, the number 43 YouTube Broadcast Yourself Ford, is into second. There's Noah Hart bump drafting the number 1 of Jessica Lawrence. As here comes Jeffrey Finguy getting a bump from the 1. And oh, Jessica Lawrence almost turns the 43 while going to the lead. And now Jeffrey Finguy will take the lead. Jessica Lawrence being really aggressive here today at Daytona, as Noah Hart will go into the inside of the number 3. They're still green flag. Yes, they are. A lot of cars are off the pace. A lot of cars are spread out as they're trying to form their little their own little tandems here to try to work their way up to the leaders that have just a huge lead right now as Jeffrey Fingai continues to lead. Mason Woods now into this mix, as they all trying to protect the inside line. There goes Jeffrey Fingai, gonna get left out on the high side. Noah Hart is bump drafting the 1 car, and Mason Woods right behind Noah Hart in the 47. Jessica Lawrence, the outside pole sitter, out in front once again, where she's been basically all day long. Now Noah Hart and Mason Wood trying to work together, as there's Daniel Rains, and there's a wreck in the back. Huge pile up in the back in turn number 4. Oh, cars going everywhere. Hard hits. Oh my gosh. Look at this wreck here. Oh, Eric Burton. Oh, Charles Sanford. Bruce Viviani. More cars. Kyle Sinoski. Aaron Mason going through the grass trying to pass the 41 at the line, as probably passed him, but a monstrous wreck here on lap number 14. We're under the caution for the 3rd time today. That's going to play in the favors of the 62 and the 16, as they just pitted when this caution came out. So they're going to be back at the tail end of the field, and they could be challenging at the end of this thing. So the caution's out for the 3rd time today. Let's see what happened. Okay, here's what happened. We're heading down to turn number 3. Luke Martin just seems to get to the inside of the 21 at the worst times, as he's going to turn him down. And Seth Cole's going to make contact with Connor Breton and spin him around. Then Brandon Bain's going to get turned up. The 54 and the 52 get together, and they're just trying to avoid, and they all plow into the wall really hard, as Dylan Schwallenberg is going to try to sneak through. Going to hit the 6 and the 54. And now here comes the scary part where everybody starts flying. There's Eric Burton. He's going to plow into his good friend Seth Cole, and then Bruce Viviani into Brandon Bain. And then Charles Sanford, is going to plow into 54. And then Kyle Sinoski is going to hit someone else up in front, as it was just a huge wreck here. As Kyle Sinoski, let's see what happened to him. Who did he hit? Oh, he hit Eric Burton when Eric Burton came down the track, as he drilled him pretty hard. So let's get some onboards. On board with Eric Burton, as there's the wreck happening up in front. All the cars are up against the wall, and all of a sudden they just come down, and he just drills that 52 car. Then he's going to get hit there by Kyle Sinoski. Tough break for the 95 machine. Brandon Bain's on board camera. He's right behind Seth Cole, and then right here he just gets turned, and then Connor Breton gets turned. Let's watch what happens. And he gets sent up into the wall really hard, and then he gets hit there. And he's gonna get hit there from Bruce Viviani, and all these cars to start piling in. Big wreck here. Caution's out for the 3rd time today. We'll be right back for the green flag. Welcome back here to Daytona. We're gonna get going on lap 18 to 30. 22 cars are left on the track, as Noah Hart's going to lead him back down to the green flag. And Mason Woods going to restart 2nd, Richard Johnson 3rd, Ralph Mason 4th, Max Skinner 5th, and William Duncan 6th, Deion Scott 7th, Dougie Shears 8th, Callum Wills 9th, and Daniel Rains 10th. Adam Skinner 11th, Andreas Allen 12th, Tim Fiegel 13th, Jessica Lawrence 14th, Jeffrey Fingai 15th, Eugene DeMax 17th or 16th. And remember, here's the rest of the field. They were making pit stops while we're coming back to the green flag, so that's why cars are getting all mixed up. But Noah Hart in the number 47 Interstate Batteries Pontiac is going to lead them back down to the green flag. Here they come. They're going to come past the camera. Pace car is going to head in the pit road, as we have 22 cars left to finish this race. Who's going to win, as the 43 and the 71... Wonder what's the 43 car doing. Some other cars are making some moves already before they take the green flag. Look at this mess back here. They're already going 3 wide at the finish line, and they just passed the finish line to the starting line to get the green flag to go back racing, and they were already 3 wide. As this is not going to be good, as this is going to be really crazy, as we're going to go to the lead right now, as Mason Woods already made a move for the lead. Richard Johnson in number 93 Menard Chevrolet, He has won the most in the PWRL. He has the most wins as Max Skinner's right on his bumper as they head down turn number 3. Have they wrecked yet in the back? No, they haven't. They seem to settle things out. Oh, Dougie Shears going right in front of the 43. The 1. Oh, they're getting close. 43 is on the apron of Jeffrey Finn, guys. They settle things down as things are getting heating up in the front. And look at that. The 16 and 62. 2 cars that pitted during green flag and the caution came out and played in their favors. They're already in the front working together. As the 93 and the 3 trying to run away, but that 16 Ford has some power and is underneath the hood as he's going to reel in the 3 cars. Oh, Max Skinner's going to move immediately to the bottom of Richard Johnson. Callum Wales is going to try to help the 93 on the outside, but I don't think he'll be able to do it. Max Skinner has the preferred line. Still green flag as John McNarma, Andreas Allen are really far behind. Luke Martin and Aaron Mason trying to work together. We have seen a lot of 2-car tandems back there in the pack. Look at all these cars back here, but there's a ton of cars in this front pack trying to race for the win. As there's Jessica Lawrence. Oh, jeez, that was close right there. Somehow they saved that. Jessica Lawrence pretty much is the dominant car of the day. She's coming back up. As Max Skinner is still out in front, and somehow they saved those race cars coming down into turn number 1. As Jeffrey Finn guy and Jessica Lawrence still working together. Oh, Daniel Rains is going to get turned there by the 43. Jessica Lawrence is going to have to avoid and go to the high side. As Max Skinner, he's like running away from this field. As look at that pack. This is battling for the win as we're heading down to 10 laps to go. Max Skinner is your leader. Richard Johnson second. Mason Wood third. There's 3 Brandon Bain Motorsports cars in this field. Can they work together? Brandon Bain, the other car, got knocked out of the race. Callum Wales, Jeffrey Finguy, and William Duncan are up here, but Jeffrey Finguy is choosing to work with Mason Wood. Here comes the 1 car of Jessica Lawrence. She's going to go underneath the 43. As Max Skinner continues the lead, Richard Johnson stuck on the high side. Here comes Tim Fiegel in the number 94. Here comes the 23 of Mason Wood coming down to the inside. Jessica Lawrence is moving to the high side. Will they be pitting this time by? Mason Wood might be pitting. 2 Brandon Bain Motorsports cars are going to be pitting. It's going to be a fuel mileage run here to decide this race. Who will get the better pit stop? As all these cars are pitting, Max Skinner is pitting. As this pack, here is now the 43 car of Jeffrey Finguy going down to the inside for the lead. Richard Johnson is in the 3rd. We haven't had a wreck in a while, so it's gonna bring us to a green flag pit stops to settle this race. Who will be able to win and get the fuel mileage? As here comes Richard Johnson coming underneath for second. He will be pitting this time by. So will Mason Wood. Everybody else, as Jeffrey Finguy is your leader, Jessica Lawrence second, Tim Fiegel third. Seems like everybody will be pitting this time by except for Eugene DeMax and Hayden Klein. And Carter Keselowski and Catherine Young are also not pitting. As look at that, Jessica Lawrence already run down the 43 car, and now Tim Fiegel's going to move to the inside as they're coming up on a lapped car of Dougie Shears. The pole sitter is dented up race car. He will not be contending for this year's PWRL STP 500. Here we go. Will anybody be pitting this time by? Yes, they will. The 3 leaders are going to be coming in to the pits as they want to be pitting with someone else. As Eugene DeMax will take the lead over as he will not pit yet. He's trying to extend it a little bit more on that life in the LG Pontiac. Let's see who could be in second place right now. Let's see, the 23 of Mason Wood. Let's see where he is. He's on the back straightaway right now. And there's the 71, who's the leader. Eugene DeMax might have to come down this time by. Sorry about that, I had to do something. As Eugene DeMax will have to come in this time by. He is diving low to the apron as he will come into pit road. So will that leave the 23 car as the leader, I believe. Not sure, he might be the next one to come around. Or let's see. The 43, let's see where Jeffrey Finguy is. He's on the back straightaway. So is everybody else who pitted the last time by. So I don't know, this pack of cars are going to be catching up to the cars that just pitted. So Mason Wood and Richard Johnson might be battling with this, for this win as they're trying to hook up and catch the slower cars, which more than likely they will, as they're catching up Carter Keselowski pretty quickly and Catherine Young as they're trying to move to the outside. Carter Keselowski playing smart as Richard Johnson is going to have to go to the inside of the 23. Richard Johnson might have found a new partner. No, he's not. He's going to ditch him as well. All the 23 is going to try to make it 3 wide. Oh, Mason Wood trying to get there. Oh, the 41 and 93 getting together. And oh, there goes Carter Keselowski around into Mason Wood. Hard into the wall. This is not what we wanted. The race might be over. Dougie Shears goes by. This race might be over. But who's the leader? Is Tim Fiegel going to be leading him back? He was second last time by. Will he be leading this time by? Oh, that was a close finish. Yes, he will. Tim Fiegel. Tim Fiegel's in first. Max Skinner is second. Jeffrey Finguy is in third. Now, this is pretty crazy right now, as there might be something wrong between the 93 and the 41 because Richard Johnson's flat out turned him as he'll finish 16th, but that's not what he wanted to do either. As oh man, this race might end under caution, and that guy right there, Tim Fiegel, hasn't made much noise this entire race, and he might be the STP 500 champion. Wow. So, we're going to be back, and we're going to show you the replay, and we'll be back to see if this race will end under caution. And we also, cars might have to pit, so that might play out into pit strategy. Who's going to win off of pit road? As these cars, I don't know, they might not because they just pitted. I'm not sure if they're going to be coming down. They don't look like any of them are coming down pit road. Yeah. Well, pit road is probably closed to somebody. So let's get back for the replay. Okay, let's see what happened. Carter Keselowski was holding up Mason Wood. Richard Johnson tries to go to the inside. Carter Keselowski just cuts him off. I don't know what Carter Keselowski was doing. And then Richard Johnson was put down to the apron. And Carter Keselowski keeps pushing down. Richard Johnson was not letting off of that 41 car. As there he goes, he gets sent up into him. As Mason Wood had nowhere to go, he plows into the back of the 41, and then he's going to hit the wall. Carter Keselowski is going to rear end the wall. As these guys, as Carter Keselowski, he hasn't had that good of a race here today. And Mason Wood, he was looking like he was probably going to win this race. But this is the wrong time for a caution, as let's get some onboard cameras. On board the number 23 car of Mason Wood. Right there's a 41. He's getting held up. Mason Wood's trying to go to the outside, but that 41's blocking both lanes. And then he just comes down into the 93, and then just watch this. There's nowhere to go for that 23 car. Absolutely nowhere to go. There's nothing that Mason Wood could have done different. Let's see if the race will end under caution. We will have a one-lap shootout. 19 cars are left on the track to win it, as Tim Fiegel, he's going to have to hold off everybody behind him, as he's going to start first, and Max Skinner will start second, Jeffrey Finguy third, Ralph Mason fourth, and Jessica Lawrence, basically the dominant car of the day, is going to be restarting in fifth. She's in a good position to win this right now. Noah Hart is in 6th. Colin Wales is in 7th. Eugene DeMax is in 8th. Hayden Klein is in 9th. And William Duncan is in 10th. This is going to be crazy. Tim Fiegel is going to be trying to hold off the number 3 car of Max Skinner. Ralph Mason, the number 7 Timberwolf Pontiac. He hasn't made any noise all day. Haven't even really seen him, except for on the replays because he's been near the wrecks. He's up here going to be able to battle for this victory. Here we go. The pace car will head into pit road. Tim Fiegel's going to get the green and the white flag. As we're going to take the green flag and the white flag. Green flag's back out. Max Skinner's going to move to the high side. He got a great jump, but Jeffrey Finguy's going to look to the inside. Jeffrey Finguy going to move to the bottom. That was not a smart move there by the 3 car of Max Skinner. Here comes Jeffrey Finguy now into 2nd. Max Skinner is done. Ralph Mason did not get a good jump on the restart. As look at this 1 and the 7 working together. Here comes Noah Hart. Who's going to win this race? Here we go. Here comes Ralph Mason with a full head of steam. And here comes Jeffrey Finguy to the inside. Jeffrey Finguy's going to look to the inside. There's no other drafting help. Here comes Jessica Lawrence in the number 1 car. Jeffrey Finguy planned this perfect. He's going to win the STP 500. Coming off of turn number 4. Jeffrey Finguy has no competition. Here they come. Jeffrey Finguy is going to win the PWRL STP 500. Wow. Tim Fiegel just got that snatch from him, as it will finish 2nd. Jessica Lawrence, probably the dominant car of the day, will finish 3rd. And Callum Wills will finish 4th. Congratulations, as Brandon Bain Motorsports is going to get their first win of the team's history. As there goes the 1 car side by side with Jeffrey Finguy to congratulate him. You've been watching a production of the Pro World Racing League, where real racing happens. And now here comes your results.